Hi everyone, I'm Tracy Purdy and I'm with EdTech Team Online. I have a quick tip for you guys today on branch logic with Google Forms. Have you ever heard of branch logic in Google Forms? What you can do is you can have your students go to a certain page based on the answer that they provide in the Google form. Here's an example of one that I use for an end of class reflection. As my students come to this form, if there were some topics that they thought were confusing today, they click yes, and they are taken to a page based on that answer. Then they would have to describe what was confusing and what questions they had. If they answered no, then they would be taken to a different page where they would show what they had learned that day. Another way that I do this is for a daily activity check-in. My students put their name and the date, and then they decide which activity they're doing. And if they're doing Read to Self, they'll put in the title of the book. If they're doing work on writing, then they'll put in the title of their writing and which step of the writing process. This allows me to gather all of this information onto one spreadsheet rather than multiple spreadsheets or forms. Another example that's used in history classes is creating a choose your own adventure with a historical event so that students can learn about the history. So based on the answers that they put in, it will take them to different answers and let them know, nope, I'm sorry, Cortez did not sail to Canada. So it lets them have a little bit of fun with the history and see what happens. Another way that you could do this is have your students learn about maybe making healthy decisions. So what's the best way to protect themselves from the germs? Wear a mask. When they go to next, oh, not quite. You can still spread germs when you wear a mask. And then you get to watch a little video about getting smart and washing your hands. So let's go into how we would actually do this. The first way you're going to do this is go to your Drive and create a new form. When you get to your new form, you're probably going to want to plan this out a little bit. Some people use drawings and they map out how they want their answers to go. You'll have to choose the best way for your own planning. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to base this off of the Be Internet Awesome Google Internet Safety Curriculum on Share with Care. So after my students would have done that lesson, we would do this little branch logic activity. Or my students could create it themselves. So the question is, at basketball practice, a friend of yours trips over the ball and slides across the floor. You happen to get it on video. Now I'm going to add a question here of two different things that they could choose. I'm going to make sure that this is a multiple choice question. So the first choice is you immediately post the video on Facebook, Instagram, and text it to all your friends. And the second choice is you delete the video and go ask the person if they are okay. Now, I'm going to need two separate sections in my Google form for each of these different answers. So I'm going to first create a section, clicking this little button right here, Add Section, for the first answer. I want them to think about their choice a little bit more. And maybe on this page of thinking about their choice, I'll add a video talking about the fact that they need to share with care and be a little bit more thoughtful. So I'll put a video URL. Select that video, and when they come to think about your choice, they'll watch that video and then they'll have to think about it again. Now I'm going to create another section for the second answer. So they delete the video and ask, so I would create another section. You can see that this is section 3 and they are a thoughtful citizen. Now after I've done that, I'm going to go back up to my question and click on my question so I can edit it. Remember, it has to be multiple choice. The next thing you need to do is you need to make sure you toggle on the required button. Once I've toggled that on and I've created my other sections, I'm going to go to the 3 dots in the lower right-hand corner. I'm going to click Go to a section based on an answer, and now I have 2 new options. I have new options after my questions. So if they answer this way, that they're going to post it on social media right away, I want them to go to section 2, Think about your choice. If they delete it, then I want them to go to a different section because they are a thoughtful citizen. So now once I've done that, I can preview my form quickly. All right, if I answer it this way, that I posted on social media, it's going to take me to the, think about your choice, watch this little video. If I choose this one, it is going to take me to the fact that the page that says I am a thoughtful citizen. So that was a very quick overview on branch logic and how you can use it in the classroom. I hope you guys have fun with it and share your ways that you use branch logic in your classroom. Thanks.